I do have one last story, and this story original piece from our good friend Cole of the Cole Memo, you guys, and so this originated on his side, and this is his work. And then this is breaking news, you guys, coming out of Illinois, you know what I'm saying, where they like to make some noise and like loud weed, especially at city hall meetings when they're all wearing red, Rico. But nonetheless, Illinois Supreme Court upholds odor-proof cannabis container law, you guys. That's right. As predicted on the Cole Memo, the Illinois Supreme Court has delivered a pivotal decision affirming that the state's odor-proof container requirement for cannabis remains enforceable, you guys, solidifying its status as the law of the land in People versus Vincent Molina, 2024 Illinois case 129237, issued on December 5th, 2024. The court ruled that the smell of raw cannabis alone provides police officers with probable cause to conduct warrantless vehicle searches, provided the officer is trained to distinguish between raw and burnt cannabis odors, you guys. Oh, man. So you can get jacked for raw cannabis, but not burnt cannabis. But, man, we're going to continue on. The Illinois Supreme Court stated in its opinion in a quote, "In sum, we hold that the odor of raw cannabis coming from a vehicle being operated on an Illinois highway alone is sufficient to provide police officers who are trained and experienced in distinguishing between burnt and raw cannabis with probable cause to perform a warrantless search of a vehicle." In other words, an officer trained and experienced in distinguishing between burnt and raw cannabis who smells the odor of raw cannabis in a vehicle stopped on the highway would logically suspect that there is cannabis in the vehicle that is not properly contained as required by the vehicle code, you guys. Interesting how they came up with that decision. It's worth noting that footnote 7 highlights the following, you guys, that we are mindful of pending litigation where, one, the Senate has proposed an amendment to Section 11-502.15 of the Vehicle Code that would provide, in quotes, "the odor of burnt or raw cannabis in a motor vehicle by itself shall not constitute probable cause for the search of a motor vehicle or person." And from what I understand, that proposal was ultimately scrapped due to objections from law enforcement, a development that received little to no media coverage. Dissenting opinions on this, they say, makes no sense to treat raw cannabis as more probative when the odor of burnt cannabis may suggest recent use, whereas the odor of raw cannabis does not suggest consumption, end quote. The dissenting opinion, authored by Justice O'Brien and joined by Chief Justice Thies, argued that the odor of raw cannabis alone should not constitute probable cause for a warrantless vehicle search. They highlighted the inconsistency with the court's earlier ruling in People versus Redmond, where the odor of burnt cannabis alone was deemed insufficient for probable cause. The dissent compared raw cannabis to alcohol, noting that its odor does not reliably indicate criminal activity, and that warned that this ruling risked perpetuating the stigmatization of cannabis users despite legalization. They called for a consistent standard, emphasizing that the mere smell of raw cannabis carries a low degree of suspicion. And everyone wants to know, what does this actually mean? Well, here we go. We're going to summarize it all for you. For cannabis consumers in Illinois, the message is clear. Improperly storing cannabis in a vehicle can lead to serious legal consequences, and the odor-proof container law remains firmly in place. This topic is explored in depth in my mini documentary, now available to stream for free. And interestingly, law enforcement officers who work with canines have shared with me that in their experience, no container is truly odor proof. If such containers existed, canine units would lose their effectiveness and their purpose in law enforcement. And you can read the full opinion on our website. And Cole also says to stay tuned. I'll be releasing more coverage on this issue soon and discussing the implications of this ruling with legal professionals on an upcoming episode of the Cole Memo podcast, you guys. Well, don't get caught in Illinois with all that loud ass cannabis, because they don't like noise violations in Illinois. What do y'all have to say about this?
One quick comment around the horn. We got Dale.
Yeah. Well, never break more than one law at a time. That's my advice. And when in doubt, store it in the trunk. Then you got a real good argument. The analogies to an open container of alcohol in the front of the vehicle is still one the cops like to use. And I just don't trust a human nose from a cop telling me the difference between burnt cannabis and raw cannabis, or the dogs that they use. This is nonsense. If you suspect someone's under the influence of something, do your proper due diligence, a field sobriety test, those kinds of things, and then if necessary, arrest them. I really don't like these unwarranted...
Well, hold on, Dale. DEI experts are trained to say that if you consume cannabis, your tongue is green.
Yeah.
Just saying.
The Pope's Presbyterian and the moon's made of green cheese. I don't give a fuck what these people say. I've never seen somebody that smoked a joint and stuck their tongue out and looked green. Now, if you're eating raw cannabis, yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, if you have a sour green apple Charms blow pop,
I got a dip. Rapid fire. What you got on this one, Stone?
Oh man, does that mean that when you're getting pulled over that you can burn the cannabis and you'll be okay, or is it?
That's how it sounds to me.
Does that get you out of trouble?
That's how it sounds to me, Stone.
The cop's nose. Let him smell it.
I mean, you just got to be like,
there's burning.
You got to be like Toucan Sam and follow your nose.
Oh man, this is so. Yeah, all I gotta say is this is they're getting primed and ready. They're getting primed and ready for the national police state, man. Police are gonna have full immunity, as Trump promised, and he also said that he wants to have national stop and frisk too. So,
oh boy, here we go again with this one.
Just the beginning. He said that.
Here we go again with this one.
He said it, Rico, but he didn't mean it. That's not what he meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to understand how to speak Trump, bro. It's not my fault. You don't understand how to speak Trump.
Anyway, thank you all for joining us. Go ahead, quick one, Dale. You got?
No, it's like I don't know. I speak a couple languages. That one I'd struggle with.
I mean, Dale, you're still a Democrat. I mean, as soon as you're ready to come over here to the red side, we're here to welcome you, and I will teach you how to speak Trump.
Yeah. Go over there and support Donald Trump, and just anything he says, go. Just trust in God, Trump, God Jr. Antichrist, whatever y'all want to call him.
Craziness.
Get down and lay down.
Jesus, Donald, Jesus, Trump. Come on now.
Oh, you guys are cute.
Thank you all for joining us for yet another episode of High 90. You can catch us live weekdays 9 a.m. Pacific, high noon on the East Coast. Big shout out to the super fans showing love, getting their comments posted live on the big screen. We had Troy.
Troy Edwards, man. Big old super chat from Troy Edwards today. Thank you so much, Troy.
Big love, Troy.
Yes.
We have any others out there?
Just Troy Edwards today, my man.
We got some doubles and triples. Make sure you guys follow us on X as well. We need 500 over there.
Yeah, we need 500 verified blue check followers. But the poll is, the results are in with 62 votes. You guys, 76% says Elon Musk would put hands on Mark Zuckerberg, while 24% you guys live in denial.
Well, I wish I had a time machine right now. I just go back in time to about this time last year when Elon bowed out. Remember, it was Elon that backed out of the fight.
Well, that's because he didn't want to. He didn't want to hurt him because he's a little special. You know what I'm saying? Little Mark
Zuckerberg has like 3% body fat, baby.
That means nothing, bro. He get broke off. He get broke off by Elon.
The guy we used to pull his underwear over his head when I was in high school.
See,
that's
exactly, Dale. Exactly.
Anyways, big love to the rest of our fantastic live audience and online supporters catching us live every single day, tuning in each day to the Headlines of Chaos, also known as the developing cannabis industry. Our vetted correspondent team tuning in from all over, bringing us much needed variety of perspective, your respected opinions to the table. Our production team, Cloud Media Partners, all the sponsors keeping the lights on, Millie and Adam behind the scenes, keeping our AV struggles to a minimum. Thank you guys as well. As always, Cannabis Sativa L, the reason why we show up to read these stories every day. Thank you too, baby girl. It has been Thursday, December 5th, 2024. Show's over. You all been blessed with the top industry headlines. Hope it's enough for you to put in your pipe and smoke at least until tomorrow. My name is Rico Lamid, the dopest dad on the street for High 9 News, America's #1 daily cannabis news show. We're gonna pop things right back out to the ATX. My man, Stone.
Since my baby left me. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Stone, hit it, bro.
Texas, what are you doing? Get rid of Dan Patrick. Why are we re-electing people like this that do nothing for us? Fuck these people. Pro cannabis, baby. Weed for the people.
Weed for the people.
Tell Abbott to stand up for the people.
Stop, bro. That's rude. That's rude. Stop it. Stop being ridiculous.
He won't stand.